I analyzed 1,642 Google reviews from companies rated 4.7 stars and better to find out exactly what customers care about. And the answers might surprise you. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Adam Bensman, and I'm very excited to dive into this video because what you're about to learn could completely transform your marketing and your sales. Now let's get started.
Roofing sales is personal development in disguise, and the reward for growth is life-changing. I hope my content helps you create a richer life and bank account.
Why did I analyze these reviews and what do they mean to you? Well, the reason that I analyze them is to find out what actually matters to homeowners, because we can use their exact language in both our sales and our marketing. No one is a better salesperson than your customers. So we're going to turn your customers into salespeople. I'm going to be walking through this list of the top 10 most emotional words and phrases that are used in these reviews and ranked in order of most frequently used to least frequently used. But it's still the top 10. Now, the reason I'm doing this is so many salespeople and so many owners and so many marketers, they get it all backwards. They scream from the rooftop that we're the best roofing company, the best product, the best service, and the best warranty. And if you don't believe me, go look at all the roofing companies that are running ads in your area. And there's a high likelihood that at least half of them have an ad that reads, #1 best roofing company in so-and-so area, okay? And it's self-proclaimed. It cracks me up because if you're #1, I'm wondering why like half of the roofing market in your city is #1. That math just doesn't add up. But what we think we should be telling homeowners is not what they actually want to hear. So I played around with this prompt. I used ChatGPT and I analyzed these reviews, and I wanted to know first, like, what are the most common phrases and words that are coming up? And then I thought, you know what? I want to know what are the emotional words and phrases, because that's what's driving buying decisions. We all know that logic plays a very small part in the buying decision. It is emotionally driven and then supported by way of logic. This is not new. The salespeople have been studying this fact for, I don't even know, probably centuries by this point. So let's turn our attention and look over my shoulder as we run through this list of the top 10 in order. Now, #1 is the word professional. Isn't that funny? Professional is the #1 most frequently used word to describe an emotional experience that customers have with a contractor, a roofing contractor to be specific. Now, professionalism. This means that many homeowners likely have had a not so great experience with another contractor or maybe another roofer who lacked professionalism. Now, professionalism isn't something that you can necessarily sell, but it is something that you can do. So instead of saying we are professional, act professional, communicate clearly, show up on time, stay organized, use the latest tools and technology to wow your customers instead of writing things in chicken scratch on a piece of paper as an estimate. Professionalism is #1. #2 on the list, by the way, you're going to want to stick around all the way to the end of the video, because as I work down this list, I want you to pay attention to what your customers have to say. And I'm going to teach you how to do this exact analysis. And I'm going to give you the prompt for you to do with your own reviews so you can overhaul your sales and marketing. But as we progress through this list, I want you to pay attention to what's missing. And if you spot it, drop a comment below. #2 on the list is great communication. Effective and transparent communication throughout the project was a recurring theme. Appreciating being kept informed at every stage. Communication is more important than anything. I used to tease, and I think there's still truth to this, but the easiest way to make millions in roofing is to do what you say you're going to do and show up on time. And if you just do those two things, you'll win business, all right? So communication is important. Again, you can talk about this in your marketing and in the sales process, but it falls flat until you can follow through, just like professionalism. All right, #3, highly recommend. Now, this is interesting. Imagine instead for your marketing, if you didn't say we're the best roofing company, you say highly recommended by, and then list the number of reviews that you have. But so and so many people, okay? Many homeowners express their satisfaction by recommending the company to others, indicating a high level of trust and approval. All right. #4 on the list was one of my favorite ones, and that is stress-free. Now, isn't that funny? Would you think to use that exact language? Stress-free. free. Now, I ran through this at our 2-day recruiting workshop that I ran for members of RSRA. And in fact, the reviews that I'm analyzing now are from some of our members. I mean, to be a member, you got to have good reviews. It's one of our criteria. But my point is, we ran through this marketing workshop, one of our members through this GPT, a similar GPT, not this exact one. And the concepts around stress-free kept coming up, that it was an easy process and it was seamless and it was language that no one in the room would have thought to use, but that's how the customer is describing their own experience, which means that there's likely other customers describing the experience the same way. So what would it look like if your marketing and your sales completely transformed just to focus on these top 4? Professional service that communicates with exceptional communication, with text updates along the way, that's highly recommended by over 346 other homeowners just like you, because we create a stress-free experience, okay? Magic, and we're not even done yet. Number 5, on time. Need I go further than that? People care about people showing up on time. And if you can't meet the commitment, it's okay. Things happen. It's roofing. Trucks get flat tires, trailers get flat tires, and it rains. These things happen. Communicate, all right? Number 6, this is what's interesting here, that this only made it on the list at number 6, and that is quality work. Yet for most of us, we just say we have the best product, the best service, and the best warranties. But the actual work, we don't use the language work, that we do quality work. Okay, maybe you do. And if you do, drop a comment below, let me know. But quality work shows up here. Now, what's interesting, guess what's missing so far? Did you spot it? Yeah, we'll find out. I'll highlight it after I get through the list, because it's a really important piece that some manufacturers might get mad at me about. Number 7, cleaned up. How often does this come up? People want their home taken care of, put back together, and there's not debris left everywhere, and nails, and bags from shingles, and then the cans and lunch scraps from the crew. Cleaning up is such a big part to homeowners. They describe it. And you know what's interesting? Most salespeople don't spend a lick of even a minute talking to homeowners about the cleanup process. How we'll sweep the yard 3 times with a big magnet. It's magical. Just sucks the nails up right up to it. And we go over everything to make sure that your home is left in pristine condition. And that is what they care about. Instead, we tell them that we're the best company. We've been around for so long. All right, now, number 8, knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. Now, when I went reading through these reviews, not only does knowledgeable come up, but things like expertise, walked me through the process. Another one of my favorites, explained everything to me, explained my options, made sure I understood, helped me understand. This is incredibly important, because the link here to knowledgeable and professionalism, you can see it. It's pretty transparent. It's pretty clear. All right. Number 9 on the list was responsive. And this goes right into communication. It says quick responses to inquiries and issues were commonly mentioned, including strong customer service. So instead of saying we have great service, indicate that you have incredible communication and you're responsive, because that backs up your claim of having great service. And the number 10, this came up a lot. It made the top 10 list, and the word, my friend, is friendly. So if you ever had homeowners actually invite you back for dinner, that's because you were friendly. You created such a great experience. So imagine how much fun you could play with both your sales and your marketing to say, hey, we're the friendliest roofer with the best communication, who responds quickly and shows up on time and does quality work. And you'll see why we're highly recommended by over 363 companies in our Google reviews of 4.7 stars or better. Just magic. This right here is marketing gold. Now, do you notice what was not on this list? And I said that manufacturers might get mad at me? Yeah. Product. Product is something that is seldom mentioned in reviews, and I'll give you the exceptions. If you're doing asphalt roofing, it is very infrequently mentioned. The only time it's mentioned is if you're doing specialty products, the wow factor. Maybe it's metal roofing, stone-coated steel, standing seam, tile roof, something along those lines, where we're looking at premium roofing, where a homeowner typically is making a switch from something else. And that is the key distinction. That unless you are transitioning someone from asphalt shingle to a metal roof, if they're just going metal roof to metal roof or tile roof to tile roof, they don't talk about the product. So if you're the majority of roofing companies that are doing residential roofing, asphalt shingles, they don't care. They, meaning your homeowners, do not care about products. So here's your assignment, how we're going to bring this together. You're going to jump on ChatGPT, and first you're going to get a link to your Google reviews and get that handy. And you're going to say, act like a market research analyst. Your job is to help identify the themes in our reviews to pinpoint the most common emotional words and phrases to describe the experience. Please put together a list and rank it from most frequently used to least frequently used, and then paste in your Google review, and voila, you will have a list custom tailored from your exact customers in your market about what matters most to them. And this, my friends, is the marketing gold and the things that customers actually care about. Now, if you want to go one step further and then, I don't know, let's say take control of your marketing because it's highlighted all the stuff that your marketing company is probably not doing great, jump into this very next video. I'll teach you how to become the general contractor or GC of your marketing. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.